I, for one, say we give President Trump a chance. There's no way he's going to let a bunch of economic pain rain down on the country for the next 3.5 years without doing anything about it. He's talking about short-term pain for long-term gain. We got the full announcement last night from Donald Trump about his new tariff plan. It's basically 10% across the board for all countries and higher on top of that, depending on whether you're tariffing us or if there's some sort of trade deficit between our country and yours, even without tariffs, that we find unfair. Like there are certain regulations, for example, in Japan that make it virtually impossible for us to sell certain cars there because we will never pass the regulations. Is that fair? Is it hard to get a Japanese car in America? So Trump is jacking up tariffs on Japan, not necessarily based on their tariffs, but based on a trade deficit because of regulations they've put in place that make it impossible for us to compete over there in the way they can here. That's what he's trying to rectify. The defenders of the free trade world say, yes, all of that sounds good on paper. The unfairness is a very easy argument to make, but net, we're still the strongest economy in the world. Because of our free trade, we actually don't make a lot of things domestically and won't start to just because of this plan. And that this is going to cause what's called stagflation, where inflation goes up and the economy slows. And eventually we could see job losses. They're predicting all doom and gloom. Why don't we give them a chance? Why don't we see how this changes things? Because over the last 25 years, our manufacturing industry has been gutted. It's been sliced in half. In half. You know, I heard Adam Carolla talking about this the other day, and it was a good point. He said, as you know, half of LA burned. And he was like, you know who's out rebuilding it? Men in excavators and dump trucks with bulldozers and shovels and bricklayers. Men like that are going to rebuild the Palisades. Men who nobody in the Palisades probably gives two shits about. That's the truth. Well, there are a lot of those guys in this country who've seen what they know how to do best absolutely devastated by a globalist agenda that cares more about free trade than they do about our own American guys. And Trump is of a different ilk. And he's never stopped thinking about these guys. Reportedly, he read Rick Santorum's book on the manufacturing crisis and what we did to our own before he ran for president. It was basically Rick Santorum's platform when he ran for president and won Iowa a few years before Trump came on the national scene. And I don't think he's ever lost that. There are clips of Trump back when he was in his 40s talking about we need tariffs and thinking about the more working class manufacturers of America. So this is something near and dear to his heart. We have never, in recent history, given it a good try. And I think we need to be patient with the president, who ran very much on this, and deserves a shot. Tariff wars, stubborn inflation. No wonder gold's been routinely hitting all-time highs. In volatile markets like the one we have now, don't sit on the sidelines. You can take control and safeguard your savings. That's why so many are turning to Birch Gold Group. They've helped tens of thousands convert an existing IRA or 401k into one in physical gold. It's time for you to hedge against the economic instability with gold. Text MK to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free, no-obligation info kit. Text MK to 989898. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Countless 5-star reviews. Birch Gold is there for you. MK to 989898 today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.